Today, as you can probably see, we're back in the horse box and we're actually going to be a guinea pig for judge training. So we've just arrived, we're just having a cup of coffee, warm up, quite cold today. So we've just arrived, the horses are in the back, quite happily munching. We've arrived quite early. Previously, don't find this the easiest venue to get to with this horse box. It is quite tight. I always seem to time it that I meet something big coming the other way every time. Previously I have damaged the lutein by catching it on a tree on the way out, so we don't generally come here that often, but we're here for this judge training to be guinea pigs, which is quite exciting. I've never done it before, so it'll be quite interesting. Hayley Watson-Greaves is doing the training, and I think Richard Baldwin is also here. So shortly I'll be sort of getting him tacked up. I've got to wear competition gear, other than I don't need to wear my actual jacket. So I'll wear my South and West soft shell for this, if I can get it on. I don't think I've actually worn it yet, but it wasn't the most generous when it arrived, so we'll see how that goes. If not, I've got a navy blue Lemire top I'll wear. So that is it for the moment. We'll start tacking up soon and then we'll go down and hopefully I'll get some video. I'm not sure whether I will be able to actually video, because obviously it is training for the judges and they probably won't want that sort of being broadcasted, but we'll see. I'm going to go down and have a word and just see whether, if I make sure I take any audio off, whether they'll be happy for me to record, but we'll see how it goes. We've just finished our session. It was very useful. It's quite interesting to hear how Richard Baldwin would actually sort of mark our particular paces. We were just doing sort of way of going at medium level, so we didn't do any sort of movements, and then Hayley went through ways in which we can improve their general way of going. I was in with one other rider. Bo was a good boy, even with the speakers. He behaved impeccably, bless him. I think he was a little bit tired after he had a training session yesterday. I think that just took a little bit of effect today. So sort of just to be cantering around, he did get a little bit sort of flat, and I was finding I was having to really ride him and hold him together, which was picked up on. And then I was asked obviously to do less, and then his canter sort of deteriorated a bit and got a bit insecure. So then Hayley sort of worked with us on sort of getting him forward off the leg. So it was really beneficial, particularly as I've got a lesson in a couple of weeks with Hayley. So we can sort of work on that even more then. So really enjoyed it, and I hope it was useful for the judges that were there. So that's it for this sort of training session. We're just about to drive home. We're going to try and get away before it gets too dark here, because like I say, it's not the nicest of journeys for us, though I don't find it is with this lorry. So just arrived home. It's just about dark. You see Bo is still eating. He's quite happy. He got a little bit impatient just coming along the lane, as he often does. But now it's time to take him off. So that's one. She's got to go and get the other one now. Alright, come on, Tomcat. And Bo's still eating. So we've just got back from our guinea pig training. That sounds a bit strange saying it like that. So we just got back from being a guinea pig for judges training. As you can see, Top Cat has now decided that he wants to come in the tack room. Haven't you? Trouble? Yeah, you were a very good boy, weren't you? Babysitting duties. See, I'm just having a cup of coffee, as I am feeling quite tired, I must admit. Just proves that I need to definitely improve fitness. Bo's just having a bite to eat with his little friend. I just got to start getting the stuff off the lorry. Saddle and bridle need to go away, and then obviously saddle cloth will need a wash. I do tend to wash it after every use, because he does get a little bit sweaty. He's travelled very well. He actually travelled back in his Thermotex, which is probably the first time he has, although it is quite cold today. Normally he just gets so hot, and I think part of that is because he gets a bit stressed. But obviously having his little companion a little babysitter in Top Cat, we didn't have that issue, so that's great. Just keep it, fingers crossed that it remains as easy as it has done today as we go forward. Although taking 2 does bring its own issues, it makes driving the lorry much easier if Bo is relatively content. You've got itchy leg now. Yeah, Top Cat had a little bit of attitude when Bo went off, apparently. I think he wanted to come and join him and go down and show those judges a few moves. I'm sure he would. Actually, his changes aren't too bad. He could just do with a bit more jump. It's a bit of a shuffle, but he does do quite a smooth change. He's a great hoover. Because anything Bo drops out the hay net, particularly the small bits and the hay seeds, Top Cat loves. So he just goes behind and hoovers those up off the floor. And he also gets covered in hay at the same time because he's right underneath the hay net. And Bo's actually quite good because he'll shake the hay net for Top Cat. So they do work quite well together, majority of the time. Right, this won't do. I need to go and get the tack off. And then these 2 need to just go out and hard stand just for a wander around. But while they're quite happy eating, they can stay there for a minute. And then I can switch the lights off on the lorry. Because the lorry's currently got its lights on. So obviously that's running off the batteries. So as soon as I can get those switched off and it back on hookup, the better. But all in all, a very good day. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I said I'm more than happy to do it again if they ever need another guinea pig. Right, let's go and get this tack. I will see you next time.